everyone, it's Jacob here from Illegal. Now, I am British. Thanks for watching. No, I wanted to find out how British I actually am. I mean, I'm British, I've lived in Britain my entire life, and I was born in Britain, and I'm British basically, but I wanted to go onto the internet and see if I could find some of the most stereotypical British things and see whether I actually live up to them, or if anybody I know lives up to them. I found a couple of websites, Wikipedia and a few others, and let's go and have a look and see whether I'm actually properly British. So the first stereotype, politeness. It says here, both historically and in present day, the British have often been associated with good manners by many people around the world. Actually, that's kind of true. I mean, I hope I'm polite. Humour. British people are well known for their use of sarcasm and irony. Some of the most highly regarded television comedies such as Fawlty Towers and Mr Bean are British. Yeah, and it doesn't stop there. British humour is the best in the world. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I think this channel's pretty good as well, you know. Football. Football originated and is very popular in the United Kingdom. I don't play football, so I guess I don't really live up to that stereotype. Tea. Tea is seen as a key part of British culture. I hate tea. And all the British people watching this now are going to be down in the comments typing out how you hate me now. But I don't like tea. I don't drink it, nor coffee. Anything with too much caffeine in. Weather. According to a popular stereotype, weather in the United Kingdom is often seen as being poor, mostly consisting of either heavy rain or fog. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, right now it's actually really sunny out, which is a shame since we're still kind of in lockdown. But yeah, it is, especially during spring, autumn and winter, it's very dreary. Food. Jokes are often told about British food being either poor in quality or inedible. No, not really, that's just my cooking. See Illegal Cooking for that, where you can see that a British person can't actually cook. Monolingual. There is a common stereotype that British are only able to speak English. Yeah, that's pretty much true. I mean, I can say, do you speak English in a few other languages, but that's about it. It's not true for all of us. James Marriott is trilingual, as he will remind you at least 20 times in each of his videos. But that's pretty much all Wikipedia has to offer. And I've got to say, I've got politeness, hopefully, humour, actually not really, but oh well, weather, food. No, food's better than that. Anyway, let's go on to this other website, Chevening. I don't know what that means. So they've got a few, it says 21 of the most British things that I've spotted whilst in the UK. So that clearly means it's back in 2018. So it's relatively recent. 1. Crisps. It's reported that people in the UK eat around 500 million crisps per day. Yeah, crisps, or I think chips you call it out in the States. They're nice. They are very good. I don't eat that many, to be honest, but they are quite nice. I mean, of course I don't eat 500 million crisps a day. The next one, Great British Foods. Toad in the hole, pigs in blankets. What else is there? The Great British Breakfast. There's fish and chips. There's all kinds of stuff, and I do love British foods. Toad in the hole, one of the few foods I can actually make and consume. And then there's all kinds of other stuff as well. Tube announcements. Ah yes, the London Underground. Mind the Gap. Yeah. I mean, I don't do the tube announcements, but I've been on the tube several times. London Eye. Yeah, I've been on there before. It's quite impressive actually, it's quite nice. I wouldn't say it's the best thing about the UK though. The London Eye, a 135 metre tall cantilevered observation wheel in the heart of London, was formally opened on the 31st of December 1999 to mark the millennium. Of course it was, yeah. See, I don't even know this kind of stuff. Saying thank you after somebody thanks you, yes. Although saying sorry when you're not supposed to be sorry is a very, very British thing to do. If someone bumps into you, then you say sorry. It's like British people are apologising just for existing. Crossing the road. Why is that a British thing? Did other countries just not cross roads? Or do you just float over them or something? Waiting for green light to cross the road for several minutes, only to realise that you have to press the button on the post for the pedestrian to cross. Yeah, kind of. British clothing. I mean, is there really that much British clothing? I mean, tartan, that's Scottish. Kilts and stuff, that's a very Scottish thing to wear. I can't actually think of any properly English things to wear. British skies, yeah, we've already covered this. It's very interesting, the British weather. We can go straight from sunny to snowy in one day, pretty much. Yeah, it's in the winter it gets dark very quickly, and in the summer it doesn't get dark. I don't know how many other countries have this, but it doesn't get dark very quickly in the summer. So either it's still bright at 11 PM or it's pitch black at 3 PM. Oyster card. Yeah, that's a London thing. I can't remember what it was, but oh well. Scottish and Northern Irish currency. So Scotland and Northern Ireland both have their own mint, which is along with England, which is the place where the money is produced. And it's all legal tender to use anywhere in the UK, but for some reason there are some certain shops that won't accept Scottish money. Are you all right? Apparently that's a British thing, and I have to say I am guilty of that. Just checking up on people, probably several times too many. Thanking your bus driver. Well, that's just politeness again. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't thank the bus driver. I thank anyone who's done a service for me. Although now saying that out loud, that does sound like an incredibly British thing. Just thanking anyone for anything. Or apologising. British expression. Saying cheeky. Is that British? I suppose it is. Oh, and cheers. Cheers is definitely a British thing. Saying love. Yeah. I don't say love. It's like, you're right, love. Nah, that's not me. Floor numbers. Yeah, we have a ground floor. We have ground floor, which is on the ground, then the first floor is the first one above the ground. I don't get why other countries put the first floor on the ground, because the first floor is not the first floor off the ground. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, it might be the first floor you go on, but then you're still on the ground, so it makes ground floor. It makes sense. I don't know why I'm getting so worked up about this. Henry Hoover is apparently a very British thing. I did not know that. Right, okay, that's the first two websites. Let's see what Culture Trip has to say. Drinking in a pub. British pubs are, I mean, a lot of them are horrible, but it is a very British thing to do. Nothing to talk about besides the weather. Yeah, this is true. It's straight from sunny to snowy in one day, pretty much. It's a completely random chance on what weather we have each day. Doesn't make sense. We love to queue. Yeah, that's a British thing. I don't mind queuing. I mean, I can't really be bothered with it, but hey, if you're standing around for a while, at least it means you don't have to walk anywhere. You just step forward once every couple of minutes. We secretly judge you behind your back. I can't work out whether it's this website saying they judge me behind my back or whether British people do. Either way, I'm scared. We hate confrontation. I mean, I don't love confrontation, but if I have to, I will. Battered sausages and mushy peas. Yeah, this kind of ties in with the fish and chip theme. Battered sausages are just amazing. We all have charming accents, like the Queen. There are a lot of British accents. There are, all kinds of stuff. There's where I'm from, and then there's the London Cockney accent, and there's several different accents up north, and then there's a Welsh accent, and Scottish and Northern Irish, and there's like a Bristolian accent, and there's like a Somerset kind of West Country accent, and I can't understand a word that a lot of them say. Speaking of the Queen is a very British symbol. We're slightly confused about our citizenship and nationality. I don't really know what that means. Right, so that's pretty much all I've got, and I've concluded that I'm not actually British. Even though I have a British passport, I was born and raised in Britain, I don't conform to British stereotypes, therefore I'm not British. So thank you everyone, I am changing my name and identity, and I'm going to move abroad. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and wish me the best of luck for my illegal emigration to a different country.